What's up everyone and welcome to my channel, the number one place for students. And in this channel, I'm sharing tips and tricks to students who are having difficulties in their school. So if you are new here, consider yourself subscribed.
It's caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the crossfire.
So today I'm gonna share with you some tips and tricks on how to stay focused in class. So I personally experienced difficulties in keeping myself focused during class discussion, especially when I don't like the topic. But there are really ways on how to overcome that distraction, and today I'm gonna be sharing with you 6 tips on how to maintain focus during class discussions. And be sure to stick until the end because I'm gonna be sharing the best tip that worked really good for me at the end of this list. So keep on watching. So number 1 is have yourself some good and nice breakfast. Now, it doesn't mean that it has to be big or heavy, but just to freshen up your mood and eat some snacks, have some milk. And also, science studies show that an empty stomach leads to a poor performance in everything. So it's really hard to focus if you're hungry and your stomach grumbles a lot. The number 2 strategy applies to high school students or elementary students only. For in college, we don't really care much about this, but if you're a high school or elementary student, do this. Avoid sitting beside your friends. Now you might be asking why not to sit beside your friends? Well, the main reason is that you are most likely tempted to talk to them and have nonsense communication, unlike where you're sitting alone and you keep focus on your teacher. It's the feeling of someone talking to you, or you feel the urge to talk to someone instead of focusing on the teacher. It relates much to the third point, and that is keep your phones away or keep them in your bag, basically to all distraction. There are schools wherein they allow the usage of phone. For example, in college or in my school, they allow the usage of phone. And the thing that really distracts me away from the class is the usage of the phone. When you're bored in class or you're not interested in the class, you might be tempted to check your phone and play some casual games or whatnot. So better to turn your phones off or keep them inside your bag in order for you not to be tempted. And also, it works the same way for the other distractions. For example, you might love playing Rubik's Cube during class. So I do that a lot. So I decided to leave my Rubik's Cube at home in order to focus more on the school. Now, the 4th tip that I'm going to be sharing with you is very important. It's super important. This is what most students fail to do because it's difficult at first, but when you get used to it, it becomes easy. The number 4 tip that I'm sharing with you is to get involved in class discussions. Now, you might be asking, how do you get involved in class discussion? What if my teacher is a terror kind of teacher and he doesn't want us to ask any questions about the topic? Well, there are a lot of ways in order to get involved. Number 1 is to ask a question. To when you're really curious about something, you wanted to learn more about something. And I haven't really encountered a teacher which does not want. A good teacher wants to hear the students asking questions more than answering them. So if you want to get involved in class, you be sure to ask some few questions even though they're stupid, but not that it's so much stupid, if it's common sense, don't ask it, but some questions that will get the class discussion rolling. And also recite even though you're an introvert or you're shy. Be sure to share your opinion, to recite even though it's wrong. It doesn't matter. like care for how how recitation develops you personally, and not what others will think of you. Maybe they laugh at you or mock you for answering stupidly, or saying it stupidly, but who cares, right? At the end, it's up to you If you want to learn, you have to do it on your own. You just have to ignore all those distractions beside you and keep on going. The fifth tip is taking down notes. Now, hold up a bit. Taking down notes varies, and there are positive and negative, good and bad ways of taking down notes, and I'm gonna be sharing that to you in the next video. So if you're not really interested in a particular class, or you feel sleepy and tired during that class, the best thing that you can do so far, if you didn't do the ones above, is to take down notes. Like, even though you don't understand it because you're tired or sleepy, you take down notes. You do your best to take down notes. That's the best thing you can do. Now, it's not the best form of learning. It applies person to person, but if you are really tired and sleepy and don't want to pay attention, just copy everything that you can. Also, what you can do is drawing. You can draw stuff on your notebook that is related to the topic. In that way, it will induce your mind in order to start thinking, like, how do I draw exactly this? For example, teachers giving out a topic, what you can do is create a simple diagram or flowchart about what he or she is talking about, and it helps a lot. Like, even though you didn't learn a lot from the lesson, but what your takeaway is, you have notes. So when you get home and you finally have the urge to study, you can review those notes again. And the last tip that I'm going to be sharing with you, and it's the most important, it's the best tip. Like, for me, it's literally the best tip that you can do, is you sleep well and you wake up good. Like, nothing. Remember such experience wherein you had an event in the morning, and then it affected your day all throughout, like all your day was ruined because of that single event. Well, you can use that same fact to your advantage. Now, if you sleep well and you start your day right, it can make the whole of your day right, and you'll be focused, you'll be more willing to learn and to be interested in your class. And also, sleep deprivation affects the brain, that it lowers your creativity level, it lowers your learning level, so you learn slower and you don't pay that much of an attention. So for me, what personally works is sleeping well and eating breakfast. I don't really have that much friends in school, so I don't like sit with them that much, and also keeping my phone off, away. And personally, I get involved in class discussions. It's my way of like waking myself up. So when the teacher asks for whoever wants to volunteer to read this thing, I'm gonna be volunteering when I'm tired. So I'll be like standing up a little bit and like saying few words. So it keeps me running. So for you, what's the best strategy on like staying focused in class? Comment down below. So that's it, guys. I hope that you like this video, and remember that I told you that I'm gonna be sharing with you tips on how to take down notes, when and when not to take down notes. So I'll put the link in the video in the description below. I'll be uploading it the same time as this. So that's it for this video, guys. If this helps you a lot and you are a student and you need more help, more tips and strategies that you can use in your school, click the button below to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye bye.